Hi, this is Troy Bannett. I'm Director of Teamcenter Cloud and Foundation Product Management here at Siemens Digital Industries Software. Today, I want to talk to you about cloud computing and how it's reshaping the future of product lifecycle management. In our agenda, we'll look at challenges faced by today's manufacturers and then further define cloud PLM. Next, we'll look at application of the cloud to PLM software, and then I'll close by sharing some examples of our customers and how they're benefiting from PLM on the cloud. Common trend impacting product manufacturers is, that products continue to grow in complexity. Companies need to develop, not only the mechanical aspects of the product and the bill of material, but the electronics and electrical aspects of the product, the software and the overall systems definition, and develop that together, keep it under common configuration control to get to an end product. This really highlights the need for a comprehensive digital twin. A view of the whole product, of not just the physical product, but the system and the electronics and the software that's making the product behave the way your customers are looking for. Along with this, there's ongoing pressure to deliver products faster, to beat the competition and get products to market first. And then lastly, the need to drive out, cost of development and cost of IT, keep infrastructure charges to a low and, IT and administration to a minimum. So what is cloud SaaS PLM? Kind of talk about three different deployment options, deployment methods for PLM. The first one is on-premises, and so this is what companies have been doing for years and years, deploying their PLM systems in-house, on-premises, leveraging their own local data center or corporate data centers with an IT staff to support that system. The next is cloud PLM and SaaS PLM. And so this is, where a complete offering is provided by a software vendor, the software functionality, also the infrastructure and operations and support of the system is included. And the third one is hybrid cloud PLM. And so, this is where you may have some of your resources, applications and systems running on premises, and also working with systems deployed in the cloud. So this could be something as basic as an engineering tool running on premises, leveraging PLM system in the cloud for doing data management and change control. But could also things like having server components on premises and managing some data locally, and then having a separate program on the cloud in a SaaS offering, and have those two programs being able to communicate directly together. Okay, some advantages of cloud PLM. First of all, cost, and this is maybe the first thing that people think of when we talk about cloud PLM is, there are different business models that are available when purchasing a cloud PLM system. SaaS offerings are typically provided as a subscription, where you have minimal upfront investment and you just subscribe to the solution as needed. And then also just kind of the benefits of having a kind of shared resources and seeing overall reduction compared to managing things on premises. Security is another advantage. We hear more and more from customers having, standards like SOC 2 and ISO standards help kind of just set expectations for, for SaaS solutions. If they're able to meet those standards, they can meet a given company's needs. Also, government standards from NIST, FedRAMP is a standard we're hearing about more and more. We're actually in the process of releasing a FedRAMP certified deployment that I'll touch on later. But so these are for cloud services that are going to be used by the federal government. Working efficiently. So there's expectations, I think, for SaaS offerings, cloud offerings, that the UX is going to be intuitive. People are going to be able to get up and running and be productive quickly without a lot of training. And so that's kind of a benefit, but it's also a requirement of SaaS solutions. Scalability is kind of an inherent benefit of the cloud. In the cloud, with the private cloud providers, you virtually have unlimited compute power that you can tap into. So for cloud solutions that are architected correctly, the systems will scale up based on demand. If you have getting ready for a design review and you have to do a lot of translation, the system can scale up and meet that demand and scale back down. Whereas traditionally on premises, it was necessary to buy all the hardware you needed for those peak demands. So that's a benefit of the cloud. Always on, there's service level agreements and availability numbers that are a part of those service level agreements, so companies can be assured on uptime of the systems. And then just fast implementation. Systems can be offered instantly, provisioned right away, kind of based on what the customer is looking for. Okay, some benefits of cloud PLM, and I have this broken into large benefits for large companies, large enterprises, as well as smaller companies, SMBs. Manufacturers can more easily collaborate across the globe, just with kind of the pervasive offering that can be provided in the cloud. They can tie in their supply chain and work across domains. Again, they benefit from industry standards, kind of having the security standards set by organizations or the government, and then having the vendors meet those standards kind of reduces the need of having to have all of the security specifications for your company internally. You can rely on kind of some of these industry standards and the assurances that they bring. And then the systems can even for a large enterprise, you can use cloud PLM for a small team. Get them subscribed to the system, allow them to get up and running quickly, and get into development fast, and this can help drive internal innovation. And then a big thing for large enterprises is that cloud PLM can ultimately help reduce their IT burden, reduce their need to acquire infrastructure components and run their own data centers, and reduce the administration demands against their IT department. For smaller companies, in many cases, for very small companies, PLM was out of reach just because of some of the complexities with deploying traditional systems. But with PLM in the cloud and the ability to subscribe to a system, it provides access to the digital twin that maybe wasn't there before. The smaller companies also benefit from the same security standards. They can be assured that security is being met, based on the level of the solution that they're interested in. It's cost effective. They're not having to stand up. Small companies aren't having to stand up whole data centers and hire IT staff to maintain the system, because that's included typically with the SaaS offering. And then, because they're able to tap into this environment, they're able to accelerate time to value and get products to market more quickly. Okay, and this leads me to Teamcenter X. Teamcenter X is Teamcenter on the cloud, operated by Siemens. So this is our SaaS offering. Some aspects of Teamcenter X. First of all, we provide instant on PLM. And there's a couple of key points here that we're able to, of course, provision an environment very quickly. Once you've decided to go with Teamcenter X, we can provide an environment so you can get logged in and start working with the functionality. But then the other aspect of Instant On is that we have best practices built in, from our years of experience in PLM. We've implemented, things like standard, part release and design review processes, and you can use those as your starting point to get, up and running and into production very quickly. The next key point here is that Teamcenter X grows with you. So you can benefit from kind of the instant on PLM, but then you can grow as your needs grow. So you could start with, CAD data management, getting your CAD data under control, under revision control, get your documents in the system under revision control, and then you can add things like change process. You could add things like electrical design management, bring it together under the same change and configuration systems, grow into model-based systems engineering. There's no limit to where you can grow with Teamcenter X from a PLM perspective. And the last key point is it's built on a modern cloud platform. So we leverage Amazon Web Services and the services that are provided there, as well as we have developed our own service to really take advantage of the cloud, the scalability of the cloud, the security standards, backup recovery, alarming systems, just to make sure that we're providing high level of availability and assuring our customers that that the system is going to be there when they need it. So also as a part of Teamcenter X, we've developed a very intuitive user interface. This is our active workspace user interface with Teamcenter. It is built for the cloud. It's built on HTML5 technology, runs in standard products or standard browsers. We're able to offer kind of the breadth and depth of Teamcenter, but in an intuitive way, using kind of role-based offerings. Users are able to get in, interact with the data that they need for their job, participate in workflow and review and tasks to get their job done. And it's really designed to be, PLM for everyone. A couple of example customers that are using Teamcenter X. This first one, Classified Cycling, is a smaller startup company. You can see a picture of their product here on the screen. They provide a bike gear shifting system. It's Bluetooth enabled. So, smart connected product. They've consolidated kind of the front gear and the rear gear in a typical bike into one system. So you're able to kind of control the full range of gears from and speed and power from this one system. So therefore, reducing weight, reducing complexity, removing the need for wires on the bike with the Bluetooth connectivity. So it's a really cool product. They were looking to streamline their CAD and overall product lifecycle management. So the solution for classified cycling is Teamcenter X, along with NX for mechanical CAD. They were really looking for kind of secure access on the cloud. And you can see the quote from their CEO in the bottom right. They really appreciated the expertise that Siemens, brings to the table from a PLM perspective. They're able to kind of leverage best practices to get in, up and running quickly, and then that allows them to focus more on, their product development, innovation, and less so on, PLM and what are the particulars of PLM. Another Teamcenter X customer, Akabono Brake, they are using Teamcenter X with Solid Edge. And you can see some of the statements about, they appreciate the ability that it's easy to use and supports agile product development. But again, they like the idea of Teamcenter X as a SaaS offering where Siemens is managing the the infrastructure, the functionality in the software. The software is kept up to date by Siemens, so kind of all of that traditional administrative overhead is something they don't have to worry about because it's an inherent part of the Teamcenter X SaaS offering. And so that allows them to focus on kind of their opportunities, their product opportunities, and driving their business. Okay, so you can get started